Welcome back, historians, to another video, another day, another daily time capsule. It's St. Patrick's Day, March 17th, 2026, and we're going to listen to a snippet of the news.
As we serve the people of this city, we will keep them safe by implementing the laws designed to protect them.
Sammy's Law is named for 12-year-old Sammy Cohen Eckstein, who in 2013 was struck and killed by a speeding car in Brooklyn. The new speed limit will take effect in 700 of the school zones across the city within the coming months, the rest totaling 2,300 within 4 years. Today is St. Patrick's Day, and Mayor Mamdani is psyched for the big celebration. He will be marching in the parade.
It represents not just a celebration of the incredible contributions of Irish Americans to this city, but also one that celebrates so many of the different ethos that are core to the Irish spirit, including that of solidarity.
Pubs all around the area are prepped for the party. That includes across the Hudson.
A two-story huge Irish flag wrapping around the outside of Brady's Barn restaurant here on Main Street. That flag waving in the wind of this chilly morning. Owner John Brady says they are ready to celebrate early.
Live music, then intermittently the Irish dancers will be here. The bagpipe is supposed to be at 4 o'clock, and the dancers, I think, will be here till 7 or 8 o'clock, but the music goes on till 9, 10 o'clock.
As the band Almost Irish starts to warm up, 800 to 1,000 pounds of corned beef will be served, along with plenty of liquid refreshment.
Starting today, and maybe ending next Sunday.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. Glenn Shuck, 1010 Wins, 92.3 FM in Ramsey, New Jersey.
So we know about therapy dogs in schools, nursing homes, and even in courthouses, right? But a funeral home? One in Arlington, Texas, has a dog to help comfort grieving families.
Her name is Honey. She's an 11-month-old golden doodle whose job is simple: greet families, sit beside them, and offer quiet companionship during some of life's hardest goodbyes. General Manager Scarlett Whalen says Honey's presence has transformed the atmosphere inside the funeral home.
It's hard to remember life before Honey.
The funeral home's Matt Neal says she's a perfect fit.
Giving them a place to go to express their feelings.
Correspondent Christopher Cruz. Honey turns a year on April 4th. The Moore Funeral Home plans to celebrate with an event that will benefit the local Humane Society. Courtney, we do not deserve dogs. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, this is wonderful, especially for so many people who are grieving.
Sure. Yeah.
Anyway, taking a look at the markets, oil has risen more than 40% since the war on Iran began. After a dip yesterday, crude is looking at gains once again this morning. The U.S. benchmark at $96 a barrel. That's putting pressure on stocks, with futures falling slightly. S&P futures are down 6 points. Dow futures dropping 20. Meantime, spandex maker the Lycra company has filed for Chapter 11. The bankruptcy filing caps years of financial stress for Lycra, which traces its roots back to 1958 when a group of scientists at DuPont created the original spandex yarn. I'm Courtney Donahoe, Bloomberg Money Watch on 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM.
With Aetna, I always get a quick answer, and I don't have to search on the internet. They go above and beyond to help me with whatever I need.
Those words from a real Aetna Medicare Advantage member speak to why U.S. News and World Report named us a best Medicare Advantage company. Because we show up on calls with members and doctors' offices when requested. We show up with access to convenient care options. We show up for you. Because that's how healthier happens together. Member feedback has been edited for length and clarity.
Beep, beep. It's a Jeep. That's what New Yorkers say when Jeeps are cruising the five boroughs from Park Avenue to Broadway. Beep, beep.
Lease a new 2026 Jeep Wrangler for just $269 a month. Declaration of deals. 24 months, $44.49 due at signing. Prices exclude tax and MV fees. Offers to well-qualified buyers upon approved credit. See dealer for details. nycjeep.com.
Good morning. Susan Richard here with this message from Barish and McGarry.
So we got a couple minutes before the 7:30 headlines. I almost said deadlines. I did say deadlines. I hope everyone is having a good March. This video is, and the purpose thereof, is to document history for future generations. Every morning I drive to work and I listen to 1010 Wins, and I've been doing that for many years. And I decided a couple of years ago to record the drive, along with the snippet of the news in the 1010 metropolitan area. I do understand that the news have become more of an opinion outlet for different networks. Democrats and Republicans all have opinions, and a lot of the news networks are more of an opinion network, not necessarily the news. So far, 1010 Wins, I feel, hopefully does just report whatever's going on, regardless of who's in office, and hopefully it's unbiased. But we're just documenting what's going on. That's it. Remember, everybody's going to have their opinion. All I care about is documenting what's going on and filtering out people's opinions of it, and just listening to what's going on.
Needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexity.
Even the commercials are vintage. I like to keep the commercials on if possible.
Website and improve.
Woo, that was a skunk back there. Sadly, was run over.
If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at aminet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides...
I will monitor comments if I see biased opinions and hatred towards the other side. If you're a Democrat and you hate Republicans, if you're Republicans and you hate the Democrats, I'm going to delete those, because this is about just what's going on, not about politics. Just what's going on in the world. That's it. Here we go.
And a very good Tuesday morning. I'm Scott Stanford. Tragedy in Queens yesterday. 4 people were killed after a 4-alarm fire tore through a building in Flushing.
The smell of smoke lingered for several blocks down College Point Boulevard.
It's a bit shocking to see everything go up in flame.
4 people are dead, including a child. 5 others were hurt. Officials say 3 jumped from the building. Firefighters were met with a staircase that collapsed on them. Chief of Operations Kevin Woods.
Those 2 firefighters fell through the stairs. They were extricated with the help of our other firefighters.
They're okay. Vivian Marie saw a man being dragged out screaming.
He was screaming a lot and yelling, and eventually he stopped. I think he went into shock.
Mac Rosenberg, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM in Flushing.
Mayor Mamdani putting out a statement on X saying, "We're mourning the loss of 4 New Yorkers. My heart is with their families, loved ones, and every neighbor who was impacted." Wins News Time 7:31. It's St. Patrick's Day. The sun is shining, but how are we looking on the roads, Karen Stewart?
Well, again, the weather is the story. It went from fog from yesterday to high winds today. Motorists are advised to drive at reduced speeds, especially across the area bridges. The Verrazano's upper, the Marine Parkway and Cross Bay bridges have bans on empty tractor trailers and tandem tractor trailers. What we're dealing with right now that's bothering us the most is the eastbound Cross Bronx accident at Webster. That's been there since 6:42. It has backed us up in New Jersey with an inbound George upper level wait of an hour 10, a 50 to 60 inbound lower level wait. If you can do it from the Palisades, it's only 15 to 20. The Lincoln's 40. The Holland is 50 minutes. Now, if you're traveling the Bronx River Parkway in Yonkers, north of Leawood Avenue, this is going southbound, we have an accident. The right lane is blocked. Long Island, westbound Southern State of Broadway, 39. We have an accident there. The left and centers are blocked, and we've got debris on the westbound LIE at exit 51 for Deer Park Avenue. We're sponsored by the Barnesburg Traffic Tip Line at 844-JAM-1010. Karen Stewart, 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM.
I'm attorney Rich Barnes. If you've been in a car crash, choosing the right firm is crucial to get the help you need and the best result possible.
The Barnes Firm. Injury attorneys. Call 1-800-8-million.
Manhattan, Long Island.
Yes, indeedy. We're all Irish today on St. Patrick's Day. We got the big parade, 5th Avenue at 11 a.m. Biggest St. Patrick's Day in the world, and the oldest. AccuWeather meteorologist Brian O'Thompson. Brian, how are we looking for the weather today? Going to be a little chilly, no?
Yeah, that's going to be kind of the main takeaway, Scott. An improvement in the weather over yesterday, as we will see some sunshine. It will be dry throughout the day as well. But we are going to still be dealing with the cold and the wind. That's probably what's going to make the biggest difference, as we're at 35 right now in Central Park, but the real feels 17 due to the wind that's still gusting over 30 miles per hour. So blustery cold day today. We'll have some sun, a high of 41. The wind finally diminishes tonight. It'll be mostly clear and cold down to 28. Still chilly tomorrow, but again, much less wind than the past couple of days. Early sun will mix with clouds, a high of 38. And up to 44 with a lot of clouds Thursday. We'll see some sunshine Friday. That'll mix with clouds. We'll be a bit warmer on Friday. High up to 52. Right now we're at 35. It's partly sunny in Midtown. We're heading up to 41. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Brian Thompson on New York's weather station. 1010 winds on 92.3 FM.
Thank you, Brian. President Trump ripping into key U.S. allies yesterday for saying no when it comes to providing maritime support in the Strait of Hormuz. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer told Parliament he's concerned that involvement could escalate into a broader conflict, and well, Britain's not alone.
Spain, Italy, and Germany said they won't help. We can't be at every place to support a war which we didn't start. Trump took aim at those NATO allies.
Why are we protecting countries that don't protect us? And I've always felt that was a weakness of NATO. We were going to protect them, but I always said when in need, they won't protect us.
But top military leaders have warned the president Iran could attack ships escorting the tankers in the narrow strait.
That's correspondent Ed O'Keefe. President says he would welcome support from allied nations and made clear he's going to remember which NATO partners chose not to step in. Jurors in L.A. continue to deliberate in that social media civil trial. This one could set a precedent as to how social media platforms could be held responsible for the mental health of their users. A plaintiff and her attorney say her heavy social media use led to her developing depression, anxiety, and body image issues. And she blames tech firms for knowing their products are harmful.
Some of these social media companies were aware and were intentionally designing the apps so that people like Kaylee would continue using them, even though they were warned that that could be detrimental to their health. Now, Meta, Google, their counter arguments are they say, first of all, that social media has not been proven to be clinically addictive. There are certainly people, they say, that use social media too much.
That's correspondent Trevor Alt. Well, global superstars BTS are back. They're heading to New York, but it's invite only. So how do we get one? We'll tell you about it coming up next.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/protect. That's ethos.com/protect. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Scott Shannon with the greatest hits of the 60s and 70s on my True Oldies channel at 92.3 FM HD3.
Powered by River Spring Living, with a beautiful campus overlooking the Hudson River where older adults can live, learn, and flourish. For info, go to River.
Got some construction going on here on River Drive.
So much cancer on Long Island. Did you know that?
Got the river here on my right.
Agreed to a $13.5 billion settlement for contaminating public drinking water with cancer-causing forever chemicals. Long Island's drinking water has some of the highest concentrations of these.
Hopefully we'll get some of the 7:40 a.m. news here on St. Patrick's Day. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do understand that these videos are not exciting or entertaining, but they're important.
Toward restoring you and your family's well-being. There are serious time constraints, so call the KG Law Team for a free consultation.
This is for future generations to enjoy, to look back, listen to the news of the day, and hear the actual broadcast of a certain news event as it happens. And I understand you can get that on the internet. And I said this in previous videos, you can. But you don't get that time capsule feel of being in this car with me, driving in real time as the events happen, and seeing these roads, these cars,
Fans can also unlock exclusive content.
Imagine watching a YouTube video of somebody with an 8mm film from 1960 driving down River Drive and how all these buildings would look, the cars that are surrounding, right? That would be cool. So hopefully
Make history, hosting the very first
we can do this.
Saturday Night Live UK. She's going to lead the debut show March 21st with British band Wet Leg. Wet Leg's going to be the musical guest. Faye's a former head writer and cast member of SNL. She's hosted 6 times in the U.S. The show airs in the UK, going to be available to stream in the U.S. the next day on Peacock.
Entertainment on 1010 Wins is sponsored by Shulman & Hill, New York's injury lawyers.
Go to hurtny.com.
That's hurtny.com. Hey, it's Tiki Barber with a special message for New York businesses looking to diversify your income. Amazon Hub Delivery is making it easy to earn extra money. When you partner with Amazon Hub Delivery, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area. With each package delivered, you'll gain extra income and exposure for your business. There's no upfront cost, no delivery experience, and no long-term contracts required. Sign up to learn more at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
At Citizens, we help make sense of your money and all your money questions.
Do I keep renting or finally buy?
Do I plan for a vacation or plan for a renovation?
How big of a nest should my nest egg be?
If money talks, what's it say to me?
Is cash still king?
Wait, when did a dollar slice go up to $3? Whatever money questions you have, Citizens has the answers. Make sense of your money at citizensbank.com/made-ready. Member FDIC.
Hey, did you register for the 1010 Wins Pickleball Tournament yet? We're doing it in New Jersey this time. It's Sport Time Pickleball in Wayne. Come for the insane competition and prize money, or just to have some fun. Sign up at 1010wins.com.
The News Watch never stops. This is 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good morning. We're 35 degrees. That sun blasting through the studio windows at 7:40 on this Tuesday, March 17th. I'm Scott Stanford. Here's what's happening. Between the TSA shortages and the crazy weather, flight delays continue this morning all over the country and here in our area. New York City firefighters not happy about the reported staffing reassignments and employee shortages at the 9/11 World Trade Center Health Program.